And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
From the 29, Mahomes to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. Mahomes to MVS there for the Kansas City first. The Chiefs sitting at 5-2 on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And let's remember that last week that this offense, they played about as well as they possibly could play. Touchdown after touchdown. They were absolutely unstoppable in that game. They'll be hard-pressed to do it again, repeat that type of performance. But, boy, were they sensational just a week ago.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 23 yards the pickup there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They run it again with Chubb. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They fake the give. Now Mahomes on the move to his left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he's fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 44. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. We're scoreless after one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And this one's not close. Not even close. Short and to the right. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Still searching for that first breakthrough, and I thought this might be it. But it's not to be, and we're still scoreless.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. Mahomes finding his tight end, Kelsey, for a big one. 56 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Browns drive about to get started. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team? They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And again, it's Chubb. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Off of play action, it's Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Steps away. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
These are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sky Moore with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. And that is taken in by Njoku. He'll get it inside the 20. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 40 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Faking the give. Now Watson. Very quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His 1st miss, no good. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the 1st half.
They certainly have. And think back to our
Travis Kelce, 20. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, 75 yards. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Now it's Watson. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
After the interception, here's Watson. That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone. So that shaves 2 more off the deficit as they now trail by 5. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. This one is caught. It's Moore. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
With all the specialization we have in this great game, at some point the head coach is going to take charge of every group. And I think at halftime, he spent a little time with the special teams coach, said, look, you've got to find a way to get us a big play to help us get back into this.
The Browns drive about to get started. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And some room to maneuver. And now off to the races down the right side. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Chubb will get the call running left. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he is going to have a Browns first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Watson on first down. Flushed out right. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense. I know the natural instinct is to kick the extra point there and tie the game. But here in this spot, at this point of the game, is there another coach maybe weighing in with what to do here?
Well, I think that analytics are starting to say, with it being from the 2, that you're going for 2 more often. That makes sense. But there, I still like going for 1, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I mean, that's my first instinct. But I'm understanding how the game is starting to change. And we're getting a number of these quarterbacks who are telling their coaches, we should go for 2 all the time. I want to see if we ever get a team that actually starts to do that.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here they'll give him another shot here on the ground. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. In motion left goes a tight end. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Nicole Hardman. 64 yards. And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone. And it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Browns drive about to get started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now.
And now Watson throws another interception. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker from the right hash. This from 45 yards away. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And he definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Watson. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Watson on 3rd down. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 1st down, it's Watson. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, 39 yards. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 72 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. To throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they are going to set up sharp at the 40-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Now Watson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Watson to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. In motion goes the tight end. To throw, Watson. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And they take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take